Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave, that way you'll never miss out on another video. I do a free pick a card reading on my channel every single Friday. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a reading about a magical message that you need to hear. So what I'm going to need you to do is pick a card group number or a crystal or even a chakra symbol if you're drawn to that. So we're going to do card group number 1, or the labradorite crystal with the third eye chakra on it. Card group number 2, the amethyst crystal with the crown chakra. Card group number 3, the green aventurine crystal with the heart chakra, or card group number 4, the lapis lazuli crystal with the throat chakra. So go ahead and pick a card group number or a crystal. And while you guys are doing that, I do want to let you know that if you're interested in any of these crystals, they are up in my shop. And for all of you that want to book a reading with me, you can do so in my shop as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and see what magical messages do you need to hear today. For card group number 1, or everybody that picked the labradorite crystal or the third eye chakra, let's go ahead and see what magical messages do you need to hear today. So the first one is to surrender worry and surrender stress. So right now there is heavy energy of stress and worry in your life. You're going through it and you almost feel like despair and hopeless and just very distant and far off and mentally clogged up. Like, just, you know how, like, I always say that sometimes I feel like I have spider webs in my mind where, you know, I have to clean it out and I have to walk through it and rip them apart. Like, it's a energy like that I'm getting from you, where you've been so stressed out lately, especially with everything that's going on, the lifestyle changes that we're having, you know, quarantine. There's a lot of burden and stress on you. But a really important message that is coming in this reading for you is to just surrender. Like, just let it, find a way to let it go. And not only that, but I do see you actually finding a way to let it go. I feel like the universe is helping you to heal this, like, very, very heavy stress and worry that's on your shoulders. It's important for you to breathe. I do feel like you panic, and when you panic, it shows in your breath, or when you get stressed out, your breathing changes. So pay attention to your breath. Like, the next time that you feel stressed out or worried or anxious, just take your mind straight into your breath. Pay attention to it, focus on it, look at what it's doing to your body, look at how your breathing is changing. Look at how much oxygen you are allowing yourself to inhale in that moment of stress. Like, really observe your body during stress and worry. And I do feel that you're going to be releasing a lot of that stress and worry very, very soon. The next card that we have here is Conchomancy, Seashell Divination, Wisdom of Shells. Okay, so here I do see, so shells are an outer coating, an outer protective coating, right? So I do feel like the shell that you had on, the skin that you had on, that outer coating that you had on, it was strong and tough and just built hard. You know, you wouldn't even let anyone in. And so what I do feel like is you shedding your skin. And I see that with the moon card here too, is sync with the moon. So the moon comes in phases. Sometimes it's full, sometimes it's dark. And I do feel like this stress and anxiety in your life is just a phase of something, and it is going to release, and you're going to handle it. You're going to go to the other side of the stress. What I'm seeing is like you're stuck in a dark tunnel and you're trying to find your way out, and you're going to find your way out. Like, you're going to find it. And when you do, you're going to find this new coating, new energy, new skin. You know, it's like you shedding the old. You know how the little seashell, I don't know what they're called. The snails in the ocean? I'm having a brain fart. But they will switch out their shells when they need a bigger one as they grow. So that's kind of how we find those seashells around the ocean. So I do feel like that's kind of what's going on with you, is you're you're switching energies. You know, it's a rebirth. You're letting go of an outer coating that you had built, like a wall that you had built, and now you're finding a new home for your spirit. And I do see a lot of you treating your bodies very nicely. You are paying more attention to the way that you dress yourself, what you wear that makes you happy, what you wear that doesn't make you happy. It's a lot of you focusing on your body's physical appearance, but in a way that's making you happy. And I do see you syncing with the moon. So a lot of you, if you female and you still get your menstrual cycle, you're going to notice a lot that you are coming near your cycle near the moon, near either the full moon or either the new moon. And once you figure out which one it is, really just look into, like kind of meditate on why your body is syncing with a full moon. Maybe because there's something you need to be releasing, or why is your body syncing to the new moon? Like you're in that manifestation energy. Now you need to pay attention to the things you're manifesting and the things you're thinking about. So the next card that comes up for you, group number 1, is love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. So this is the new skin you're walking into, is you're just like, you know what? I deserve to look good. I deserve to feel like I look good. I deserve this. I deserve to feel like this. It's you coming into this realization that you no longer want to live in this energy. You want to live in this new beautiful energy where you're just adorning yourself like a god or goddess. The next card that I do see here is Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? So yeah, this is definitely a journey of your spirit, because you're walking away from old and hardness and coldness. Yeah, and you're walking into something different where you're just like, okay, what do I want to do now? What do I want to do next? And you're going to follow that, and you're going to love yourself enough to move forward in that direction. And I do see a lot of you are awakening your third eye chakra, which means you get a lot of messages channeled to you. Basically, your intuition gets very, very strong. You manifest very, very quickly. So that's very, very magical. It's a magical journey that you're going on. And these are some of the messages that came through in your reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to book a reading with me, go ahead and do so on my Etsy shop, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. For everybody that picked card group number 2, or the crown chakra on the amethyst crystal, let's go ahead and see what magical messages you need to hear today. Okay, so the first card we have here is Surrender to Spirit. Then the card right next to that is Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, and Helpers in the Subtle Realms. And then we have the Crane Bag. This is a card all about decluttering. So the fact that these 3 cards are so close together, they popped up right next to each other, it's a message for you to declutter and clean out. It's time for you to declutter physically, emotionally, mentally. That means clean out your house. Get rid of things that you haven't even touched for so long, that are just sitting and collecting dust and collecting energy. That's stagnant and dirty energy. So you want to make sure to clean your environment, because your environment has a lot to do with your physical reality and what you attract in your life. So that's something that needs to be done. And another thing is mental and emotional decluttering. So I do see that that's kind of is something that's coming on your journey, is you kind of just decluttering your mind of all that doesn't belong there and all that just doesn't feel good to you anymore. You're decluttering it, you're healing it, you're letting it go. Emotionally and spiritually, just decluttering is going on in the spiritual realm for you too. That means your higher self is just getting rid of a lot of the old. And what this is doing is it's actually helping your spirit guides, your ancestors, the people who have passed away that you love. These people are not people, these beings, these energies are wanting to help you and guide you and support you. They see something for you that is so abundant and they want to guide you towards it, but you got to get rid of all the blocks, which is the clutter, the garbage, and that's going to allow you to surrender to your spirit so that you can receive the messages you need to receive from your guides, because they want to tell you something, and they want to tell you something that is going to change your life for the better. Another thing that I do see, you are drawn to the amethyst crystal with the crown chakra. When your crown chakra is awake and open, you are connected with these two energies. You're connected with your spirit guides, with the divine energy, and with your higher self. So maybe work more with amethyst crystals if you have them. If you don't have amethyst crystals, I think I might have a few on my shop left. And there is a 20% off sale going on right now if you're interested. The next card that we have here is the Mirror and Dream Journal. Okay, so a lot of your ancestors and your spirit guides and past loved ones, even like whatever energies you work with and make offerings to, these are trying to get your attention really strong. They're trying to tap into your dreams to get your attention. So have you been noticing you're maybe dreaming differently, more vivid dreams, more, realistic dreams? It's really important that you keep a dream journal, and as soon as you wake up, write down anything and everything you remember from your dreams, even if it's a tiny little tidbit, which is like, I don't know, maybe you noticed a song that was on the radio in your dream or something, anything. It could be like the color of a bird or a type of bird you saw, anything. Write it down and then Google it. Like, what is the symbolism? And most likely you'll find that it resonates with you somehow, and that's a message from your guides and your higher self. That is actually, it's a mirror, it's a portal that is gonna show you so much that you need to see, so much that you need to be aware of. Know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. There's been a period of you feeling very lost and feeling very kind of confused on what path you need to go on, just mental fog. And for you to clear that mental fog, you need to get to know yourself again and examine, what is going on within you, and just declutter it all. Clean the mirror that you're looking in, which means clean the way you're perceiving the universe, because that's your mirror, that's your portal. So the next card that comes up is Treasure Your Loved Ones. It's important to love others deeply. So it's okay for you to allow love in. This is a very magical, majestic reading because it's your guides. Your guides are here to tell you it's okay for you to love and allow love in and receive love. Like, if somebody wants to be nice to you, it's okay for you to allow them to be nice to you without suspicion or fear or anything getting in the way. It's okay for you to love. And reach out to your family members. I do see that a lot of you are kind of lonely and spend a lot of time alone, and it's kind of been getting to you. So the universe is just like, hey, reach out to people you love, just even for like a nice hi. Ask them how their day was, how they've been feeling, how's quarantine going. Just reach out. And the last card I see here is Hydrate. So this is a card that is telling you to hydrate. And when you hydrate, program your water. Did you know that you can actually program your water? I have a few videos on my channel showing how to do it. You can use crystals, certain crystals though. Google which crystals are safe. But I like to use rose quartz and labradorite crystals in my water. I just throw it in my water and then I drink it. So just work with water and also drink a lot more of it. You may also find that you want to spend more time with water, maybe showers, baths, swimming pools, jacuzzis. Even though we are under quarantine, you're going to find a way to connect with water, even if it's just you flavoring your own water, programming your own water the way you want to. But yeah, water is a good energy for you to work with because it's going to allow you to tap into flow energy where you release a lot of control. Okay, so that was your reading. I hope that it gave you some guidance and clarity. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do so on my Etsy shop, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. For everybody that picked card group number 3 or the heart chakra symbol on the green aventurine crystal, let's go ahead and see what magical messages you need to hear today. Okay, so this one has a lot to do with love energy, and it's a lot of self-love energy that actually is affecting the love in your relationships and the love that you have for life and the love that you have for your career. So let's get into this. The first thing I see here is surrender your ego. And then right next to it, we have leap. Okay, And then we have heart of the matter right next to it. This is really interesting. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're very, very, I don't want to say stuck in your ways, but you're very not opinionated. I want to say that you have your beliefs and you're very stubborn in changing them. And that is your ego. Meaning, like, say for example, you want to attract $1,000, but deep down inside you like truly believe that it's not possible to just attract $1,000 out of nowhere. You truly believe that, and then but you're moving forward in your life, like doing things to try to attract it, but meanwhile deep down, like, that door is closed within you, where there's a belief within you that won't even allow that $1,000 to just appear out of nowhere for you. That's your ego. That's your ego telling you that's too good to be true. You'll never achieve that. You should just stay in your comfort zone because this is where we're safe. And just, I do feel like you've been really working with your ego more than your intuition. And because of that, you won't allow yourself to move forward. You just won't allow yourself to just do things you like, or do things that your heart is telling you to do, or follow your heart, really, heart chakra. You won't allow yourself to follow your heart because your ego is getting in the way. And sometimes our ego makes us scared. Our ego will make us angry. Our ego will make us feel guilty. You know, when you feel these feelings, understand that it's coming from your ego. And I feel like the universe kind of wants you to know that to get to the heart of the matter, there's more going on than meets the eye. So that means you have to go deep within and ask yourself, okay, like for example, I want to attract this $1,000. What is it that is creating a block? Like, am I afraid to allow myself to receive money? Do I believe that it only takes hard work? Like, really go deep and evaluate what is those blocking feelings? What is those blocking thoughts? And get to the heart of the matter. And then from there, leap. It's okay for you to move forward because your ego will have loosened its grip on you. So you go first and the universe will catch you. There is this saying where just take the first step and the entire universe will follow. And if you look at it in a way of like law of attraction, we're magnets, right? We attract, like attracts like. So if you take this first step forward in the direction that you want to go in without it being controlled by your ego, when you move forward, it's like a magnetic, it's magnetic. You're moving forward, so the universe is magnetically just has no choice but to move along with you and start to shift things in your reality to mirror your next steps. So the card that comes up right next to that is surrender your desire to control people. So sometimes when we get hurt or we have past trauma or something triggers us or makes us angry, we want to control people so that we don't get that outcome again, you know, get hurt again or get traumatized again or anything. So we try to control the way people treat us or the way people act around us or the way people sometimes act in general. So I do see that that's coming from your ego too. It's you just trying to protect yourself. So don't be so hard on yourself. The heart of the matter is you just desire love. Your heart chakra is opening back up and it's activating. Another thing that I see here is to connect with your womb and sound healing. So connecting with your womb. This is for all of my females out there. Connect with the womb energy, which means maybe rub essential oils around your womb area. You just relax, take a bath, you know. The best for me, whenever this card comes up, it's a message for me to just work with essential oils, your favorite body lotion, your favorite oil, and just kind of rub it there and just meditate and just appreciate your womb and understand that that's a tool of creation, and just appreciate it and connect with it and be grateful for it. Yeah. Sound healing. So music. A lot of you use music. Like, I feel like maybe you've been listening to depressing music, or maybe you've been just not even listening to any music, but use sound to heal yourself. Use sound to drown out the ego, okay? Because sound changes your vibration. It creates a lot of good vibration. So use music, use singing bowls. You can even watch videos of like inspirational videos. Just use sound, use things that you hear in order to move forward in your life. And the last two cards that I have here is Surrender, Denial, and Adrift. So the denial part is your ego kind of closing you off to your dreams, and you're opening yourself up to the dreams by going into your heart. The next thing that comes up is Adrift, letting go and allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. So letting go. When you let go, you kind of are telling your ego to just sit back down. You have control of your life, but in reality, you're kind of just flowing with the universe. You're just going with the flow. Now, sound healing is going to allow you to let go and go with the flow even more. So use sound. So that was the magical messages that you needed to hear today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do so on my Etsy shop, and I'll leave the link down below. Bye. For everybody that picked card group number 4, or the lapis lazuli crystal with the throat chakra, let's go ahead and see what magical messages you need to hear today. All right, so this spread kind of makes me smile. It's a really good energy when it comes to love and healing and self-love and love in relationships if you're in a relationship. So the first card that I see here is Surrender, Obsessive Thinking, and that's right next to Deep Replenishment and Surrender to Success. Okay, so it's time for you to take a break, to rest and relax and just kind of take a breather and pause. It's time for you to nurture your soul and your spirit and your physical body too. You need to rest. A huge reason that you are like, I feel like a lot of your thoughts go straight negative. You know, if something happens, your thoughts will go straight into negative thoughts. And it's hard for you to bounce back up, you know, from a negative thought. It's kind of like your negative thoughts spiral. And oftentimes you feel like you can't get a grip on it, you can't get a hold on it, you have no control. So something that I would recommend that comes up for you is to write a gratitude list. The number 5 in numerology is the number of change. And here we have 5 doubled. So I feel like the message here for you is to write a gratitude list. Every time that you get a negative thought, or even when you don't have a negative thought, when you're doing good and you're doing okay, get out your gratitude journal and just start writing things that make you happy, things that you're grateful for. It's going to change your energy so much, and I want you to make it into a ritual, like something that is replenishing for you, where it feels like retreat, where, you know, for me, what I would do is maybe I'd get my gratitude journal, I'd light some incense, a candle, get myself a glass of wine, and just sit there with myself and write out everything that I'm grateful for, everything that makes me happy, and it becomes a whole ritual, and it really, really helps battle negative thinking. And all of this is actually going to propel you forward into something very successful when it comes to love, in a way that you're going to be able to express yourself. So gratitude journaling, I feel like a lot of you used to do it and you stopped, and it's time for you to pick it back up. So it's a way for you to express yourself to the universe. It's a way for you to express yourself and, yeah, look into this mirror. And when you look into the mirror, you don't see bad. You only see beauty. So a lot of your throat chakra is reopening and activating. I feel like you did have some like issues and struggles when it came to communicating and expressing yourself and telling people how you really feel and saying what's truly on your mind. You held a lot of it in, and you're no longer going to do that. I do see a lot, just you're working on like expressing yourself and telling people how it really is and how you really feel, and just not holding back anymore, but you're doing it in this very, very deep, loving way. The next 2 cards I have here is True Love and Yearning. So for a lot of you that are in a relationship, the energy that I'm getting with these 2 cards is that there was a period of loneliness while even being in a relationship, and so that's coming to an end. love reawakening in this relationship, and I do feel like that loneliness was mutual, where you felt lonely and your partner also felt lonely, but you were still in the relationship and nobody would talk about it. So there is this like opening up of communication in your relationship. What you were longing for in this relationship is coming into fruition. You're birthing it. You're birthing that divine energy back into the relationship. The two dolphins, harmony. So expect a lot of communication, harmony, and loving energy in this relationship, and for you to make a meal together. Do something like that where you're creating something and then you're going to sit down and eat it, and then you're going to talk about it, and then you're going to rate it and see like what came out good, what you didn't like, what you want to change next time. It's like, have fun with it. Like, make a meal. If you're in a relationship, make a meal with your partner. And for the singles out there, I didn't forget about you. There is something that you're definitely longing for. Either it's a person, or either it's, I don't know, you're lonely and you just want a partner, a companion. But I do see that this healing journey that's going on is actually fixing this. It's like, do you see the thunder and the chaos in the back? So you're kind of handling that, and that in turn is actually going to propel you into this. And you're going to birth the energy needed to attract your companion and your partner into your life. And this is going to be a true love kind of a partner, where it's going to be a lot of understanding, open communication, a successful bond, and a successful connection. And it's going to be very easy and laid back and just feel good and not like forced, and I do see that you're going to enjoy doing physical activities together with your partner. And also, you also have this energy within you where you don't need a partner. You're perfectly fine the way you are, and in turn, that's actually going to birth the opportunity for you to bring in that partner that is going to be very harmonious. It's not going to be like, sometimes we feel like we need to search for our other half, but in reality, we have to become whole ourselves, so that our other half, or so that, we can come together with another whole being. So if you see, this goddess is whole, and she's holding the keys to become in harmony with, her love. So I hope that this reading gave you clarity and gave you some guidance. Thank you so much for watching. That was your magical message of the day. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do so on my Etsy shop, and I'll talk to you very, very soon.